Merits and demerits of single-session hair transplantation. Hair transplantation seems to be the best idea for people who are losing their hair. But there is more to consider regarding transplantation. You might be confused about whether you should go for single-session or multiple-session hair transplant. Before going for these alternatives, it is very important to understand what these actually are. Single-session hair transplant includes a larger area of the scalp, which is covered, while multiple-session hair transplant includes multiple smaller sessions in which smaller areas are covered every time. Now, it totally depends on your amount of hair that is being lost. If the hair loss is less, then you can opt for single-session transplant, and if there is an advanced form of hair loss, then it requires several grafts and thus several sessions. There are certain merits and demerits of single-session transplant that you must acknowledge before going for it. The merits of undergoing single-session hair transplant are: it will require less time as a larger area will be covered in a single session. Single session means the amount of money required will also be very less. Thus, it is more economically. The demerits of undergoing single-session hair transplant are: it is going to be quite hectic for the patients, as he will be required to spend 1 or 2 days in the clinic, as surgeon will have to cover larger area in a single attempt. A lot of pressure will also be bared on the surgeon, as he needs to cover a larger area in a day or 2. Due to all this, the results can be compromising. In the single sessions, the major drawback is that the grafts will die off with time, thus leading to hair transplant disaster. It also requires a surgeon with a fully fledged team to support the surgeon during transplantation. Subscribe us to know more hair growth treatments and tips.